China, an amazing country. If you were to travel west to the edge of the Pacific Ocean, you would come to Asia. Asia is the largest continent on the planet, with more land and people than anywhere else in the world. Asia is also home to one of the biggest, most diverse countries in the world, China. China is an incredible mix of people, landscapes, and wildlife. It is the third largest country in the world, and it has the largest population in the world. In fact, 1 out of every 5 people in the world live in China. That's more than 1.3 billion people. China is also a country alive with art, music, dance, food, and celebrations, and it's known for amazing cultural sites from temples and palaces to stages, canals, and the longest hard-built wall in the world. The Chinese also have a long, rich history of learning and inventing. They were the first people to make and use paper, ink, writing, silk, cloth, printing, kites, porcelain, gunpowder, the compass, and much more. While China, one thing that makes China special is that it has many different kinds of natural places. There are rugged mountain peaks, rocky deserts, tropical forests, and lush berries. And because China is such a big country with so many different habitats, it has many different kinds of living things. There are giant pandas in the bamboo forests for all of central China. There are tigers and monkeys in the tropical forests in the south. And there are all kinds of animals and plants that live near China's many rivers and streams, including the giant salamander. Unfortunately, China's population has grown so quickly that many plants and animals are losing their habitats. For example, scientists say there are fewer than 1,600 pandas left in the wild. The bamboo forests where pandas live are being cut down for farming and houses. Celebrating China, from dragons to food. In addition to many natural treasures, China has a rich culture filled with special celebration, art, music, dance, sports, and food. If you visit China, one of the first article things you might notice is the writing. The fifth language of China is Mandarin, which uses more than 6,000 characters instead of the 26-letter alphabet used in the English language. Each character stands for a word or a part of a word. If you visit in late January or early February, you might be lucky enough to take part in the celebration of the New Year. This is one of China's most important festivals and is celebrated throughout the country. To celebrate the New Year, people take part in colorful parades, wearing bright costumes, and often dressing up as dragons. The dragon is a sign of good luck in China. Fireworks are also a big part of the festivities. Sports are also important to the Chinese. You will probably see a lot of people playing table tennis. The Chinese are some of the best table tennis players in the world. You will also hear a lot of bike riders, since most people get around by bike. Food and Chinese culture go hand in hand. If you've eaten in a Chinese restaurant, then you know that there are many flavors and spices that make Chinese food special. Different regions of China are known for different kinds of food. For example, food from southwestern China is very spicy and often uses chili pepper oil. You might also notice that the Chinese only use utensils, chopsticks, and a soup spoon. The Chinese eat a lot of rice. Rice is grown in fluted field called paddies. In many parts of China, rice is served with all meals and is an important part of the Chinese diet. You will also see people eating noodles, soups, fish, soybeans, and other foods. China, past, present, and future. China has a long and rich history which has helped shape the country today. Most historians think the country was settled more than 5,500 years ago, making China one of the earliest civilizations in the world that is still thriving today. The capital of China is Beijing. It is a city of almost 14 million people. Beijing is the center of government. It is also known for its many tourist sites, like Tiananmen Square, also named the Gate of Heavenly Peace, a large square in the city's center that is used for special events. China also has many other thriving cities. Shanghai is the largest city in China and one of the biggest ports in the world. In Hong Kong, in the southern part of China, it is a major business center known for its many shops and markets. Even though many of China's more than a billion people live in cities, most people still live in rural towns, villages. Many of them farm or herd sheep and goats in the grasslands. Today, China has the second largest economy in the world. It is a leader in making and selling many products to other countries, from toys to televisions and textiles such as silk. It also has a huge tourist industry and was picked to host the 2008 Olympics in Beijing. But China faces big challenges. Recent reforms by the communist government mean more private businesses will grow. The move away from a system where everyone works for the government means China has many unemployed workers. The opening up of the economy is expected to be better in the long term, but this kind of change does not come easily. As China's population grows, people will need more water, energy, food, and other resources. The country faces the challenge of providing enough jobs and resources for each population while still protecting the environment and people's rights. 2011 April 11, I went to my middle school. It was raining in the morning, so I didn't take an umbrella because Korea said the rain will stop at afternoon, maybe at lunchtime. And when I arrived at my school, the rain stopped, and there were nothing special in my school, just same as like usual day. And after school, I went to my math academy, and math academy too, the same. And English academy, it also same. I have to write words I hated, and I came back to home, and I will eat dinner.